Good evening and Happy New Year, class. My name is Katrina Tovar, and today I will be identifying various organs and structures of the respiratory system. So I will go ahead and start up top and work my way down to the bottom. So I'm going to start with the frontal and maxillary sinus. I have my right and left frontal sinus. I have my right and left maxillary sinus, and those are part of the paranasal sinus. And then we have our pharynx, and the pharynx is the correct medical term for our throat, and the pharynx is a passage for air and food, and it's divided into three portions. So we have the nasal pharynx, which connects from the nasal cavity. We have our oral pharynx, which connects from our oral cavity. And then we have our laryngeal pharynx. And then we have the larynx. And the larynx is our air passage between the pharynx and the trachea. It is suspended from the hyoid bone. And it is our organ of voice. And it does contain our vocal cords. And then we have our trachea. Our trachea consists of 16 to 20 C-shaped cartilaginous rings. And then at the end of the trachea, we have a hook-like process called the carina. And it breaks the trachea off into two lesser tubes, which we have the right primary bronchi and left primary bronchus. And then we have our right lung and left lung. We have right apex, right costophrenic angle. We have our left apex and our left costophrenic angle. And our right lung is about an inch shorter than our left lung. And that is because I believe the liver that lies right under it. And then the right lung has 3 lobes. And the left lung has 2. So the right lung has the superior, middle, and inferior lobe. And then the left lung has the superior and inferior lobe. And the lobes are divided by deep fissures in each lung. So in the right lung, there's 2 fissures. The superior and mid lobe are divided by the horizontal fissure. And the middle lobe and the inferior lobe are divided by the oblique fissure. And then in the left lung, the superior and inferior lobes are divided by the oblique fissure. And so the base of our lungs, below the lungs is the diaphragm. So the diaphragm lies below the lungs, dividing the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. And on the left lung, there's a cardiac notch. The cardiac notch is where the heart, it conforms to the shape of the heart. So the heart lies here between both lungs, right in the middle. And then, let's go over the rest of the bronchus. So then we have our left primary bronchus, and then it goes into the secondary bronchi, into tertiary bronchi, and then into the terminal bronchi. And then at the very end, we have our alveoli. And each lung contains millions of alveoli. And so the alveoli is where diffusion occurs between carbon dioxide and oxygen. So this was a quick review of our respiratory system. And thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed my video or my quick review. Thank you.